Hello friends, I am Sangeeta Shilu Kujur, PGT Computer Science from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Koraput. Our today's topic is Introduction to Python module. We will discuss on various modules of Python and its method. Under this section, we will cover three types of modules. First one, math module. Next, random module. And third, statistic module. What is module? As word suggested, module is a part of a program. How we define it? A module allows you to logically organize your Python code. Grouping related code into a module makes the code easier to understand and use. A module is a Python object with arbitrarily named attributes that you can bind and reference. Simply, a module is a file consisting of Python code. A module can define functions, classes, and variables. A module can also include runnable code. Now, we will discuss math module. Students, remember one thing. To use any module of Python, first we have to import associated module. So, what is math module? Here, when we use mathematical functions, we import math module first. So, we will discuss on math module. The math module is a standard module in Python and is always available in the program. To use mathematical functions under this module, we have to import the module using import math. First, we will talk about first method of math module, that is PyConstant. What it is? The math.py constant returns the value of pi, that is 3.14. It is defined as the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of a circle. First, we have to import the math module. Then, to get the value of pi, we have to write the command print math.py. It will print the result value 3.14. Mathematically, pi is represented by pi symbol. Next, we will talk about exponent constant, that is E constant. Math.E constant is a predefined constant which is defined in math module. It returns the value of mathematical constant E. The value is 2.71. Again, we have to import the same module, math module. Then we will write the command print math.e. Then it will print the value, constant value of E, that is 2.71. So here we saw two constant of math module, that is pi constant and E constant. We'll discuss on next function. This is ceil function. The method ceil function in the Python, we get the nearest integer which is greater than the numeric value supplied. Or we can say it returns ceiling value of x, that is the smallest integer but not less than x. We will import same module, math module. Then here, what is the syntax? Math.ceil of x. X is a parameter and it is a numeric expression. And we will find the result smallest integer not less than x value. I am taking some syntax here. First, suppose I am writing math.ceil of 21. So output will be 21 and 21 integer is the nearest integer which is greater than the numeric value supplied. Suppose I am taking next example, math.ceil minus 23.6. Then it will display the minus 23 Again it is nearest integer which is greater than the numeric value supplied. If I am taking math.ceil 14.2, so output will be 15. Function, floor function. Floor function, it accepts a number as parameter and return the integer which is smallest than the number itself. Or we can say floor function is Python returns floor of x, that is the largest integer but not greater than x. Syntax will be math.floor of x. X is a parameter which is numeric expression, and output will be largest integer but not greater than x. I am taking example here. First, if I am writing math.floor of 21, so output will be 21, which is integer but smallest than the number itself. If I am taking math.floor of minus 23.6, then result will be minus 24. Minus 24 integer which is smallest than the number itself. If I am taking math.floor 14.2, then output will be 14. Next function is power function. The power function returns the power of a number. What is syntax? Math.power of a comma b. Here a and b are the parameter where a indicate the base value and b indicate the power value. If we want to find 4 to the power 3, return the value of 4 to the power of 3, same as 4 into 4 into 4. So we have to write the syntax power within parenthesis 4 comma 3. Here 4 is the base power and 3 is the power value. So it will calculate it as 4 to the power 3, that is 4 into 4 into 4. Next we will talk about sqrt function. The sqrt function is used to get the square root of the given number in Python. Here I am taking some example. First, suppose I written here math.sqrt25, then it will find the square root value of 25, that will be 5.0. If I am taking 100, then sqrt function will find square root of the 100 and that will be the 10. If I am writing math.sqrt function math.pi, here sqrt function find the square root value of pi and that will be 1.77. Next, we discuss on fabs function. The fab function returns the absolute value, positive value of the specified expression or a specific number. Syntax math.fabs of number. Here number is a parameter. It can be a number or a valid numeric expression for which you want to find absolute value in Python. If argument is a positive or negative number, the fabs function returns the absolute value, but if argument is not a numeric, the fab function returns type errors. I am taking example here. Again we have to import the math module. Then I am taking one list consisting element -1, 2, -3.5, -4, 5. And if I am writing command math.fabs of 10, so output will be 10, means absolute value of 10, that is 10 only. If I am taking negative value math.fabs of -15, so it will print absolute value of -15, that is 15. If I am taking here math.fabs list of second index, what is the value of second index? -3.5. So it will print 3.50, that is absolute value of -3.5. Our next function is sine function in Python module contains a number of mathematical operations which can be performed with ease using the module. Math.sine function returns the sine of value passed as argument. The value passed in this function should be in radians. Syntax will be sine of x. X is a parameter and it must be a numeric value. Here I am taking some examples. Suppose I am writing math.sine of 3. So here sine function will return the sine value of 3, that is 0.14. If I am writing math.sine of minus 3, here again sine function find the sine value of minus 3, that will be minus 0.14. If I am writing math.pi, here sine function again find sine value of pi, that will be 1.22. Next function, cos function. In Python, math.cos function returns the cosine of value passed as argument. The value passed in this function should be in radians. Syntax will be cos of x. X is a parameter, must be a numeric value. This method returns a numeric value between minus 1 and 1, which represents the cosine of the angle. Here some examples are there. First, if I writing math.cos of 3, it will find the cosine value of 3 and it will be minus 0.98. If I am taking math.cos of minus 3, so here cos function find the cosine value of minus 3 and it will be minus 0.98. If I am taking math.cos of math.pi, then here cos function find again cosine value of pi and it will be minus 1.0. Next function, tan function. In Python, math.tan function returns the tangent of value passed as argument. The value passed in this function should be in radians. Here I am taking one example. I am taking some values. A equal to 0.36, B equal to 1, C equal to minus 1, and if I am giving some commands like math.tan of A, it will find the tangent value of A, means tangent value of 0.36, and what will be the result? 0.37. If I am writing math.tan of B and value of B is 1, so output will be 1.55. If I am finding math.tan of C means minus 1, so it will display the tangent value of minus 1 and it will be 1.55. Next, we will talk about another module of Python, that is random module. Random module generates randomly value from the provided range. First we will discuss on first method of random module, that is random function. It generates a random float number between 0.0 to 1.0. The function does not require any arguments. So only we have to import random module here. Then simply we will write random.random function. So it will generate any number between 0.0 to 1.0. Our next function is randit function. It returns a random integer between the specified integers, or we can say it returns a random number between the given range. Again we have to import the random module, and if I am taking the example random.randit within parenthesis 1, 100, here 1 is a starting value and 100 is stop value. So it will generate randomly any number between this specified range. If I am giving same command again, so here it will display the value, any value from again from the given range only, and our range is 1 to 100. So it will generate any number between 1 to 100. Our next function is rand range function. It returns a randomly selected elements from the range created by the start, stop and step arguments. The value of start is 0 by default. Similarly, the value of step is 1 by default. Example, rand range function 1, 10. Here 1 is a start value, 10 is a stop value, and here I am not specifying any step. So it will take by default step 1. So here it will move from 1 to 10 step by 1, and it will print any number from this range 1 to 10. If I am writing random.rand range function 1, 10, 2, so here 1 is a starting value, 10 stop value, and 2 is a step value. 1 start, stop 10, and 2 step value. So it will move by 2 from 1 to 10. So first value will be 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, etc. So from this range it will print any random number. Same example I am giving again. The random.rand range function 0, 100, 1, 10. So here again this is a start value, this is stop value, and this is step. So start value 0 moved by step 10 and reached up to 101. So it will generate any number, any random selected elements from this provided range. We will discuss on another module, statistic module. This module provides function for calculating mathematical statistic of numeric data. These functions support integer, float, decimal, and fractional. First, we will talk about mean function. This function returns the mean or average of the data passed in its argument. If passed argument is empty, statistic error is raised. Let me explain by one example. Here we have to import package statistic. Then I am taking one list containing elements 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. And suppose we will find the mean value of this particular list. So we have to give the command print statistics dot mean of list. So here mean function will find the mean value of this list. In this list we have 8 elements and sum of the elements is 16. So mean value will be calculated as 16 divided by 8, that is 2.0. So output will be 2.0. We will discuss on another function of statistic module, that is median function. This function is used to calculate the median, that is middle element of data. If passed argument is empty, it will again generate error, statistic error. Let me explain by one example. Again we have to import the statistic module. Then I am taking here one list containing elements 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. And suppose we want to find the median of this list. So we have to give the command print statistic dot median of list. So it will find the middle element of the data. What is the middle element of the data? That will be between 2 to 3. So it will display the value from 2 to 3, that is 2.5. So what will be the output? Median of list will be 2.5 here. Next, we will discuss on mode function. This function returns the number with maximum number of occurrences. If passed argument is empty, statistic error is raised. I am explaining with the help of example again. First, we have to import statistic module. Then again I am taking one list. List equal to 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. So if we want to find the mode value of this particular list, we have to write the command print statistic dot mode of list. So it will find the mode of list, means maximum number of occurrence here. We can see here 2's appearance is maximum. 2 appeared here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times means maximum times. So what will be the result? Answer will be 2 because 2 occurred maximum time. Thank you for watching me.